we are now?
Yaamral rum factory.
Factory.
Mixer.
So here the rum factory has opened his door in August 2008. And since then, we produce the agricultural rum with pure sugarcane juice that we call ፋብርካ. And we have also on the island the industrial rum, which is made with molasses. And in Mauritius, we have more than 12 varieties of sugarcane, but here we cultivate only 2 types. We have the red sugarcane and the yellow sugarcane. There is no difference between the 2 varieties, but the red sugarcane is sweeter than the yellow one. And why we have choose these 2 varieties? Because it is adapted to our microclimate. And around we have 35 hectares of what we cultivate sugarcane. And here the harvest is done by hand. Why? Because as you can see, our land is slopey, machine can't go in our field, and to have a good quality also. And the harvest of the sugarcane is start mid-June to end at mid-December, and it starts early in the morning from 5 till 10. And here is 6 months maintenance and 6 months harvest. So now we come to the visit, you can take some pictures in the meantime. So that's good. And the mountain measure 828 meters high. We have been inspired by this mountain to create our logo, which is behind you. You have the mountain, the flower of the sugarcane, and Yaamral is the name of the village. So right now we watch a small video about the production of the rum, so sugarcane. And putting the sugarcane represented in the transporter, and at the same time they will try to remove maximum of leaves. Sugarcane juice that we call ፋብርካ. Inside the rotating filter and our fermentation vat. So and here we have 2 methods of distillation. This method is the Arabic method, the double distillation. And this one, the color method, the single distillation. So now because of fermentation, follow me. Sugarcane juice. And after fermentation, we add yeast. And that will take 2 days. Yeast. So the 2 days of fermentation, that will make the sugarcane wine, which is from 6 to 7 of hour. And come with the sugarcane wine, because you can get some diseases, it's because we have done So now we take a cocktail. So to the side and one on the other side, we heat the sugarcane wine twice. We put 2,000 liters of sugarcane wine in the first alembic on this side. And we heat it from 30 to 100 degrees with the steam will hit the sugarcane wine and it will make it boil. And after that, the alcohol vapor concentrate in the bowl and cool and condense in the condenser. And then we get 300 liters of rough brandy. And the 300 liters is not enough to produce the rum. And we wait for 2 days of production and we obtain 1,800 liters of rough brandy and make a second heat in the second island. And same method, we heat it from 30 to 100 degrees. The alcohol
How long do you store the rum? The rum?
barrel. We are the only ones and the youngest ones who do the double distillation in Mauritius. They have a hole in the middle. And we put the sugarcane wine at the top of the column and it will go down plates by plates. And arrive at the last place, the steam will pass through the small column to enter the big column. And the steam will hit the sugarcane wine from 30 to 100 degrees. And the alcohol vapor will go up plates by plates and it will take all the aroma of the sugarcane wine. It cool and condense up and divide into 3 parts over there. And here we have the head, the heart, and the tail. And after one, we remove the head and the tail and we add water in the hot for 3 months. After 3 months, that we obtain the classic rum which had 42% of alcohol. And the classic rum, it was a cocktail, home making rum, and here it is the base of all our rum. And here all our rum is clear rum. And the red rum that you see is the hotter of the rum which had 70% of alcohol that we put in oak barrel. So it's when we put the clear rum in the barrel, then it will take the color and the taste of the barrel. So here we have French oak barrel and American oak barrel. The French oak barrel have a woody and a tannin taste, and the American oak a fruity and a floral taste. And these are new barrel. And we also use barrel for the cognac, for the whiskey, for the wine, for the sherry also, and these are old rum. And the oldest rum that we have here is a 10 years old rum. And the 10 years old rum is a limited edition because we have only 500 bottles of rum. And this is the more expensive rum that we have here at the rum factory. So now if you're ready, we're going to taste the rum. So we have all these type of rum to try. We want to start with the classic rum because with the classic rum we have already prepared a cocktail called tea punch. The tea punch is small sugarcane syrup, lime juice, and the rum is at 42% of alcohol. So as we get all the cocktail, we want to start with the cocktail. We start with the double distilled rum. So this rum had been distilled 2 times in the alembic method, and the rum is at 44% of alcohol. It's a smooth rum and it has a fruity smell. And the fruity smell that you have is the banana flambe, and it's a natural smell. So we start the tasting with the double distilled rum. A new French oak barrel for 18 months. So after 18 months, it has taken the color and the taste of the barrel, and the rum is at 42% of alcohol. And the gold rum is like a young whiskey, but instead of whiskey, it's rum. So we continue with the gold rum. Water is with the pallets and the glasses. With the vanilla rum. The base of the vanilla rum is the gold rum that we have removed from the barrel. We add 40 grams sugar per liter vanilla pod, then we let it macerate for 3 to 6 months. And the vanilla rum, it's at 40% of alcohol. 4 liqueurs, which are more sweet. The base of all our liqueur is the classic rum. That we add 100 grams sugar per liter for each bottle. For the vanilla pod. For the mandarin, dry mandarin peels. For the coconut, natural extract coconut. And for the coffee, we put roasted coffee beans. And we let it macerate for 3 months. And all our liqueur, it's at 35% of alcohol. And we start with the vanilla liqueur.
I was just about to say that. Here comes my vitamin C.
There you go. Yeah, it's true. This is the last
Coffee.
one. Sure. Then we need to get back to
And
it.
the last one is the coffee liqueur.
This will wake you up now.
Coffee.
Coffee. Bunna. Bunna. That means coffee in
Okay.
Ethiopian.
Kuna.
Bunna, bunna.
Banana doesn't.
Bunna. Bunna.
Very just.
So in here we have some old rum. We have new barrels and used barrels. In the new barrel we have the VS. The VS means very special. It's 100% of the classic rum that we have put 3 years in an American oak barrel. After 3 years, that we have the VS, which had 40% of alcohol. And then we have the VSOP. The VSOP means very superior old pale. It's 80% of the classic rum and 20% of the double distilled rum that we have put 2 years in a French oak barrel and 2 years in an American oak barrel. After 4 years, that we have the VSOP, which had 41% of alcohol. And then we have the XO. The XO means extra old. It's 70% of the classic rum and 30% of the double distilled rum that we have put 6 years in a new French oak barrel, and the rum is at 43% of alcohol. And then over there, we have the cognac, the Sauternes, and the PX means Pedro Jimenez. The base of these 3 rum is the of 6 years that we have put 2 more years in a used barrel. So for the cognac, is the cognac which comes from France. For the Sauternes, is the Sauternes wine which comes from France. And the PX is the sherry Pedro Jimenez which comes from Spain. So after 8 years, that we have that base 3 rum which had 45% of alcohol. And then the last one, our 10 years old rum. The base of the 10 years old rum, it's 100% of the double distilled rum that we have put 10 years in a new French oak barrel. And the 10 years old rum is a limited edition because we have only 500 bottles. So now, if you want to try one of the 8 rum, yes you can, but they are on an extra fee. So the VS, VSOP, XO, for the tasting is 8 rupees each glasses. And for the cognac, certain PX, the tasting, it's 150 rupees each glasses. And if you want to try the 10 years old rum, it's 600 rupees for 1 glass. So do you want to try one of the 8 rum?
How much is it called?
25,000 rupees. You have 2 glasses.
Wait till we eat.
We're going to try it.
So and here we have some jam, sugar, honey, and 2 chili. We will start with the jam pineapple and rum. So all our jam contain 40% of sugar and 60% of fruits, and these are local fruits. Sorry.
Smells like juice.
This one tastes like
It's like you need to put water in it.
This is my national fruit. We even eat it with pasta.
pineapple and banana.
Start with chili, which we will
Chili.
So we put some. We start with chili and lemon.
Salt. Just a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
So for
You
us,
sure?
for us, it's small.
Yeah, me is
I'm African, so
Thank you.
And you?
I finished my bread.
Another one?
Okay.
This one's nice.
Honey. Put on the bread.
Then I'm good.
Können Sie Foto machen? Ich weiß nicht,
Daddy, how's home?
All right, yeah.
Home is sweet, huh?
Yeah, not bad.
Home is hot also. Home.
You okay?
We are going to follow waterfall now. We see what's happening. Waterfall.